Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy Saturday, January 1st. Welcome to the first live stream of 2022. Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are in the Supermarine Spitfire going from the Yakima Air Terminal, or we're going to start off there, and then we're going to go over to Seattle. We're actually going to fly into, not going to go into Seattle Tacoma International. We're going to fly into the Boeing facility. That's the Boeing airport right there. The factory, I guess you could say. Look at all those nice new aircraft sitting there parked, waiting to be flown out. So we are going to come in and land right there. So it should be a good flight. We'll change the time and the weather as soon as we get in here. We're going to start the plane up and taxi out for takeoff. We're going to have to take off here, runway 9. It won't let me change it to runway 27. So I tried, but it won't let me do it. So I think the only way you can take off is from runway 9. So we're going to take off, hang a left, and then head for Seattle. So it should be a fairly short flight. Should be very scenic once we change the weather and the time. So so we'll change all that first. There we go. All right. That on. That on. That on. Go ahead and get it. There's that. Turn on navigation lights. Let's see if I have a
Yakima ground, Froggy 237 with Quebec request taxi for takeoff west departure.
Froggy 237 taxi to and hold short of runway 9er using taxiway Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie. Contact tower on 133.25 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 9er using taxiway Charlie cross runway 27 Charlie Froggy 237.
Probably going to be pretty quiet in the chat today. Now, as I was preparing for the flight, and I was getting things set up for the stream, I noticed I had... Now, yesterday when we ended the long flight there, I don't even have to go all the way that way and then come back, because we're just going to cut to the right here first. The reason for us to go out on the runway that I can see. So we're just going to go right down here. We had 111 views on the video yesterday. A long haul flight from Heathrow to JFK. And when I checked it this morning, it had gone up to 162. So for those of you who came by and watched yesterday after we were done, greatly appreciate that. A few of you subscribed, greatly appreciate that also. Hopefully you come back and enjoy the come back and join us watching stuff live if you're able to. Yeah, did not expect that to happen. Why is there a bus on the runway? That doesn't seem right. Happy New Year to you, Mick. How are you, sir? Yeah, 162 I was surprised. I had to like double check to make sure my eyes weren't blurry and that I read it wrong. But yeah, 162 views on that flight yesterday. So yes, the long haul flights do seem to get the views, but that was a lot to do. So I'd like to do it again, but that is I really have to plan for that. I mean, that it was planned for, but it's a lot to do under one sitting, you know. And as much as I love my recliner, it is not the most comfortable thing to sit in for that long of a time, you know. So
Yakima Tower Froggy 237 ready for west departure at runway 9er. Froggy 237 altimeter 29er decimal 9er to wind 255 at tree. Departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 9er. Cleared for takeoff runway 9er, Froggy 237.
All right, let's go. Boy, that didn't go quite the way I thought it would.
Froggy 237, continue for west departure. Yakima Tower, Froggy 237, continue for west departure. Froggy 237, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Yakima Tower, Froggy 237, frequency change. Seattle Center, Froggy 237 is type Supermarine Spitfire, 3 miles east of Yakima, 3,000 feet. Request flight following.
Froggy 237, Seattle Center. Squawk 7572.
Squawk 7572, Froggy 237.
Froggy 237, radar contact 3 miles east of Yakima, 3,100 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Roger, Froggy 237.
Yeah, it was a lot. Oh man, I tell you, I was. Well, I mean, I did get up and kind of move around during the flight, which was good. If I hadn't done that, it would have been way, way worse. Like, I think I would have Just a mixture. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Now we're... It's like, man, why does it seem like the engine's like struggling this morning? That's why. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the views, but it was like, it, you know, because Pulse was saying maybe you had to do some more long distance trips, but I'm like, man, it is a lot to do, you know, in one sitting. You know, and I didn't really expect that it would be that, you know, that many people would come in and watch. But apparently it was popular yesterday. I don't know. I was a bit shocked that it got that many views. But yeah, it was okay. It was just my right knee was sore. Like, I think just the sitting for that extended period of time kind of did my knee in a bit. Yeah. So other than that, I think it was fine. Here we are out of Yakima. I always called it Yakima. That's how I was told it was pronounced, but I may have gotten the wrong pronunciation. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, let's go in here because it's a little quieter in here. I think Mount St. Helens isn't far from here. Or was it? I'm trying to remember where it was in relation to here. So I remember hearing about it when I was here for 2 weeks for National Guard training. This is some of this area is very mountainous, but it's also, yes, yep. I told her what you said, Mick, about being a bit shy, and she herself is a bit shy. Yeah. But I told her, I said, hopefully she'll come back in again sometime. So, yeah, it was really good to have her there. So anyway, this is some of this area, the area where I trained at here in Yakima. Or Yakima, it's like high desert. It's not. It's a bit more. It's not as similar as the desert of Fort Irwin in California, but it's a high desert. It can get hot during the day, and of course in the evening. Once you're out there in the training area, there's really nothing blocking the wind. So, yeah, it'll get very cold. There are a lot. What I noticed here, and this would be a good place to do it, if I could find a nice, decent takeoff and landing. I've got that flying, like the Grumman. That flying boat, the twin-engine one, you know, you can take off and land on water. We could do like a trip here in the area. We could take off from a water strip somewhere and fly out and then land. But anyway, Mount St. Helens. Happy New Year. Hello, Bex. Nice to see you here. Quite unexpected. I thought you would have been... Quite honestly, I thought most people would still be passed out right now. But nice to see you both here. Yeah, so Mount St. Helens was the volcano that erupted many years ago here in Washington. When it erupted, it covered a significant area in ash and all that. If you Google it or check it or go on YouTube, I'm sure there's plenty of videos that people who have been able to upload. They had it on their VCR cameras, their video cameras, and then converted it to digital and all that. So there is a lot of... This is a very sort of outdoorsy kind of area, much like Alaska. You know, a lot of fishing, hiking, canoeing, stuff like that, camping. I'm trying to remember, I think Mount Rainier is near here. Yeah, really pretty area, as you can see. Of course, I'm sure there's more snow here right now than what we're seeing. That might... I wish they had it marked. I almost feel like that's Mount St. Helens, right there. Could be wrong. Yeah, I was up at 9, already been out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I woke up like at about 3 or so this morning. Actually, I was surprised. It didn't get crazy here in the area last night. I was able to go to bed and go to sleep at my normal time. There was no fireworks, and it feels kind of odd because I was expecting it. Yeah, you're right, Mick. The side of it collapsed. Yeah, and all that ash and everything just went everywhere. A lot of things in, towns and lives were destroyed by that. Anyway, yeah, so I was a bit surprised that there wasn't any... Normally a few people shoot off fireworks and stuff, but it feels odd that there wasn't anything happening last night. Felt kind of weird that it wasn't, that didn't take place. But so yeah, we're gonna land at the Boeing. That is the Boeing plant right there near Seattle. That still produces the Boeing aircraft that are used by the airlines around the world. I think right now it's a split between them and Airbus have the most business. So when I was looking to make sure, looking for places to land, we were going to land in Seattle, Tacoma, but I was like, oh, let's land at the Boeing facility. That would be even more fun, I think. So I think that's Mount Rainier right here. either that or that is Mount St. Helens. I wish they had a marker for it, to be honest. So, yeah, it was a good... I really enjoyed that yesterday. It was a lot to do, though. I mean, I look at the number of views, and it's worth doing, but, man, I gotta really... Oh, good morning, Sue. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy to see you here. Yeah, that's a huge undertaking. Not gonna lie. I think 8 hours is doable. Anything beyond that, that is that's a bit much. I mean, I'd like to do it again, but doing it during the week is difficult because, you know, I have my doctor's appointments and stuff to go to. So I don't really know what would be a good day. I guess if somebody wanted it on a Friday, well, I can't even say if they wanted it on a Friday, because if I have appointments on Friday, I can't spend all day doing a flight, you know. So, yeah, I don't really know how to incorporate that into the schedule. I guess maybe I could do it where it's the... Oh, okay, yeah. Man. I don't know. And I didn't know that somebody had gone in Joe's stream and talked about it, which I, you know, probably didn't. I don't know that that necessarily sat too well with him. You know. I know he doesn't, that's like a big no-no. You don't go in somebody else's stream and talk about what somebody else is doing. I'm guessing some people must have looked it up and came in and watched for a bit. I don't know. Anyway, we kind of have to churn a little bit more here towards our destination. So we can go hop over in the F-14.
Tower Froggy
Oh,
237
no.
7 miles southeast, 13,100 feet
Doggone
with
it.
golf to land.
Froggy 237 Tower. Altimeter 29.9er.
No, I do not want to land it in McCord.
Make straight in runway tree 4.
No.
Make straight in runway tree for Froggy 237. Tower Froggy 237 cancel landing intention.
Froggy 237, your cancellation is received.
Seattle Center Froggy 237 is type Supermarine Spitfire 5 miles southeast of 2 Whiskey Tree,
Froggy
12,800 feet.
237 Seattle Center.
Request flight following.
Squawk 446.
Seattle Center Froggy 237 is type Supermarine Spitfire 5 miles southeast of 2
Froggy
Whiskey Tree,
237 radar
12,800
contact
feet.
5 miles
Request
southeast of 2
flight
Whiskey
following.
Tree,
Squawk
12,800
446
feet.
Tree Froggy 237.
Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Froggy 237.
Alright, hold on a sec. I gotta keep an eye out for this airport coming up here. Problem is, there's a lot of small little airfields.
Froggy 237 contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Good day.
128.5 for Froggy 237. Seattle Center Froggy 237 12,100 feet.
Froggy 237 Seattle Center altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
It's gotta be on the list by now. Alright, there's McCord is its own that's the Air Force base is McCord, but they call it a joint base now. Yeah. Oh.
Seattle Center Froggy 237. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Froggy 237 Seattle Center. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Froggy 237.
Froggy 237 contact Seattle approach on 126.5. Good day.
126.5 Froggy 237. Seattle approach Froggy 237 9,600 feet.
Froggy 237 Seattle approach altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
just gonna have to leave that open as much as I don't want to. Alright, so right next to where we're coming in at is where that's Seattle Tacoma off the front of the plane there. Yep, there it goes. It just finally showed up. Look at all these little airports here. No, it's just, it's right off the northern Pacific Ocean. I don't think it's so much marshy as it is just a lot of lakes. And then kind of like San Francisco, I think this is like a saltwater bay, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Alright, if Seattle Tacoma's on the list, then why isn't the other one on the list? Maybe because we're not really supposed to be landing there. There it is, right there.
Tower Froggy 237 is 9 miles southeast, 4,400 feet with Oscar to land.
Froggy 237, Boeing Tower. Altimeter 29.9 to a
There
wind
we go.
255
All right.
Fly straight in runway tree 2 left.
Make straight in runway tree 2 left, Froggy 237.
Froggy 237, wind 255 at tree. Cleared to land runway tree 2 left.
Cleared to land runway tree 2 left, Froggy 237.
Yeah, there sure are. Well, it's very if you like outdoorsy kind of stuff, this is a place for you. If you get outside of Seattle, it's a very beautiful area. Like Seattle's interesting in of itself, but yeah, if you want to really experience Washington, the other, once you get outside of the city, it's just a really beautiful area, I think. Oh, hey, there's a dirt factory, it looks like, as I like to call it. Alright, let's see if we can put this thing on the ground. Oops. Might need to lower my landing gear. It didn't even give me the warning to lower my landing gear. Good thing I checked. I should have been able to look at the little doodad there.
Froggy 237 contact ground on 121.9er.
Oh.
121.9er for Froggy 237.
Come on, slow down, plane. Oh, we're on the ground at least. Whew, we landed a little short, but at least we didn't wreck. There we are. Yeah. Exactly, Mick. Exactly. Let's see. I'm guessing let's pull.
Ground, Froggy 237 taxi to parking.
Froggy 237 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha 10 Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking
right
via
there.
taxiway Alpha 10 Alpha Froggy 237.
Ta-da! Oh, thank you, Sue. Appreciate that. Getting a little bit better at them. Although it's really difficult to see. It's easy to lose the runway when you're coming in. Like, apparently, I'll see if I can show you. an example. So what the pilots were doing was they would go... No. They would kind of have to stick their heads out somehow. There's a way to do it. I don't know if it's... Nope. Yeah, there's a way that they would stick their heads out of the... during the landing. To kind of look either side. Well, we got our first coward of the year. Look at that. Oops.
Foggy, 237, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Oh, I was already crossing.
Continue taxi.
Hold position Froggy 237.
Yep. They're already starting off the new year, eh? There we go. Yeah, I try to. Well, what I've learned is you gotta, if you kind of flare over the runway a bit and just kind of, let it slow down and then touch down, it'll be a bit easier to control. It's one of those things that it takes a bit of practice to do, Mick, is what I'm finding. All right, now that we did that, right there is that. So I gotta find. There it is. I just gotta find that little. Yep, there it is. So we want to go. So ultimately, our destination is going to be here. Go right by the intersection, right there. Arrival. Add right here. Oops. Add. So that way we kind of know which way we're going. So we'll go up here. Let's see. Take off. All right. Let me just get a swig of coffee before we go in here and get the thing set up. All right, if you're coming in and watching, please do leave a thumbs up. Don't just lurk. I'm keeping an eye on the count. So if you're going to come in and watch, please do leave a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. All right, let's go in here and get this thing set up. And get it started. Taxi out for takeoff. There's that. All right. Let's minimize this so we can. Let's get our. All right. That on. There we go. There's that. And let's get all of our lights on. Need the panel lights. There's that. Alternators are on. We want to get the fuel going. It's already going, actually. All right, it's starting up. Oop, add a little bit of throttle. Nothing like starting up a fighter aircraft from cold. There we go. Da, 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 da. That wasn't too bad, now was it? All right. see, you're headed. I was going to say straight out. What the heck?
China Lake ground, Froggy 237, request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Froggy 237 taxi to and hold short of runway 03 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 26 cross runway 2 cross runway 26 Charlie. Contact tower on 120.15 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 03 using taxiway Alpha cross runway 26 cross runway 2 cross runway 26 Charlie Froggy 237.
There we go. Okay. You don't have to worry about pushback. All right. You know, it's funny. I was looking in the forums last night after we got done with the flight yesterday, and I have to say, quite honestly, it's two brothers that have worked on this plane, the F-15 and the Stearman 75. You know, I think they have a real love for aviation in general. You know, they want to be able to. They're working on some other things for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And what I noticed is that this person came in and was like, the way they came across was really, really demanding. Like, you know, like they showed off they improved some textures in the cockpit of the F-15, for instance. Hopefully within the next few weeks or so we will get that sort of stuff in the sim, so that it'll improve the look for the F-15 especially, and I think they're going to fix the throttle quadrant sort of thing. But anyway, the way they came across was just, well, you know, if you guys do this and show improvement, then maybe, and it's like, well, there's nothing really wrong with the plane right now as it is, you know, the way I see it. But the way this person wrote what they wrote, it was like, I almost felt like being a bit sarcastic and responding and saying, well, would you like a latte machine installed in the aircraft as well? Would that help you out? Is there anything else that we can get you, sir? You know, like, and I'm like, you know, the two brothers, they interact very positively with the community. You know, if they have questions or whatever it is, like they're very reasonable. They're very, yeah. I was just like, wow. You know, don't you think at least maybe you could be a bit more appreciative, or, you know, the way? But the way he came across was, I'll be honest, was like he was a dick. And yeah, it was just, I'm like, wow, dude, you're part of the problem of the community overall. You get very demanding. Oh, I want it to be like in real life, pilots have to sign off on this aircraft before I buy it. It's like, right, I'm sure they'll get right on that for you. Yeah, just, hello, Milla, how are you? Yeah, it just put me off when I read that. I'm like, wow, do you not even have a bit of a bit of self-reflection and go like, well, maybe I shouldn't have said what I said because it sounds like I'm a dick. But maybe you are a dick. I don't know. You know, somebody was a bit like suspect. They were like, well, I'm not sure if I really want to buy the F-14. And I said, it's not that bad. It's fun to fly. Once you get the hang of it, and the DC Designs has been a positive, you know, thing in the community. You know, they interact very positively with the community. You know, if you have questions or whatever, they're happy to answer them. You know, they do go out of their way to interact with the community, I think, versus other third-party developers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Happy New Year to you as well, Mella. Hopefully you had fun last night. Guess you didn't overdo it, so because you're here. So you're gonna miss the. Well, you're not going to miss the best part here coming up. So, hopefully everybody's got their sick bags ready.
China Lake Tower Froggy 237 at runway 03 ready for departure, departing straight out.
Froggy 237 altimeter 29er.9er, 2 wind 25, 8 a tree. Departing straight out, approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 03.
Cleared for takeoff runway 03 Froggy 237.
Here we go.
Contact Tower Froggy 237 frequency change.
I didn't do... Oh, the only thing I did last night was I started watching Band of Brothers.
Request flight following.
Got through the first, I think, 3 episodes, or maybe 4 or so. And then I watched the movie Ronin with Robert De Niro. One of my few favorite... That and Heat are the only 2 Robert De Niro movies I love watching. Well, Casino, I definitely like. Well, yeah, Casino and Goodfellas, not so much, but I love Casino. But anyway, so I watched that. Then I came into the flight sim just to kind of get things kind of figured out for today. Thank you all, 8 viewers coming in. If you like what you see, please do leave a thumbs up. Don't just come in and be a stranger. Do subscribe. Do leave a thumbs up. All greatly appreciated. So anyway, so yeah, I just kind of got things going in here and just kind of get a feel for, you know, how the just went over the startup on the F-14 as well. So yeah, it was good. Then I went to bed at a reasonable hour, I guess. So yeah, so yeah, you missed earlier. I was saying to Mela that I had up to 162 views on the flight yesterday when I checked this, when I was logging in this morning, or you know, getting things set up for this morning. So definitely don't need the afterburners now. What we could do, let's do it real quick. Let's have a look around. We could have done this before we took off, but let's do it in the air real quick. Oh, look at that. Doesn't get any better than that. I'll get a shot of that. All right. Yeah, other than that, I really didn't do much yesterday. I was expecting it to be kind of hectic here in the area last night, fireworks and whatnot, but it was pretty quiet, which is a bit odd. I guess people they're like, there's not much they just don't feel like there's anything to celebrate in the new year, you know. So... all right, let's go have some fun. Oh no, we're inverted.
Froggy 237, contact Los Angeles Center on 132 decimal tree. Good day.
1 tree 2 decimal tree Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237 6,500 feet.
Foggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.92 continue as planned.
Oh, come on, Bex, it's not that bad. Just grin and bear it, going, oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. Oh, look at that! Oh, we got the wing swept back. Woohoo! I like it. Oh wait! Oh, we're gonna have so much fun when we go downtown here in Vegas here pretty soon.
Foggy 237 contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1. Good day.
127.1 for Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center, Froggy 237, 3,800 feet.
Foggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.92 continue as planned.
Good morning, Death Valley.
Foggy 237 contact Los Angeles Center on 132.3. Good day.
Going to 132.3 Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center, Froggy 237, 3,900 feet.
Foggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.92 continue as planned. contact Los Angeles Center on 127.1. Good day.
127.1 Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237 4,600 feet.
Froggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.9 continue as planned. Froggy 237 contact Los Angeles Center on 132.3. Good day.
132.3 for Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237 3,600 feet.
Froggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.9 continue as planned.
Isn't this fun? It's not that bad. Come on. All right. Let's see what other little fun things can we find on the way to Vegas. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. Right here.
237 contact Los Angeles Center on 124.625. Good day.
124.625 Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237 4,100 feet.
Froggy 237 Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.9 to continue to Costa as planned.
That's some beautiful scenery right there. I think I could count the pebbles. I got that hot close with that. I think I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee here real quick. Let's go wake up the folks here in, what's this called? Some little town here, out in the middle of nowhere. Give them a little New Year's Day wake-up call, courtesy of the F-14 Tomcat. Is that a golf course right there? That looks like a golf course right there. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that looks like there was like craters or something right there. Alright, coffee time real quick. There we go. what other channel are you going to see such a phenomenal looking plane going across the desert like this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That just kind of happened. All right. At least now you know what it looks like on the outside. All right, let's head for downtown Vegas because we're gonna do a couple passes through the strip here, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Well, we've been going for almost an hour and a half now. Look how much fun we've had in an hour and a half. All right, everybody collect themselves for a moment. Take a breather. Everybody breathe. Everybody's tummy's okay now. Go get you some ketchup, Bex. You'll be fine. Just go get you some ketchup. We're gonna have a nice little flight here to downtown. Take a breather now. Mello must be eating pre-breakfast. Only just. Well, I'll tell you what. While we're scooting along here to our destination there in downtown Las Vegas, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Mick, you had lemonade to settle the stomach. I don't know if acidic, because lemonade can be a bit acidic. I don't know if that really settles the stomach, but if it works for you, man, go for it. All right. Let's have another look again while we're on our way to Vegas. We'll zoom in on there. Oh, look at that view. Oh, wow. That's nice. Look at that. That's real nice. Everybody say hi to our pilot in Rio. Radar intercept officer. Oops. Oh wow, look at that. Alright, hold on a second. We gotta get rid of this beast.
Foggy 237, contact Las Vegas approach on 125.6. Good day.
Oh, that's a good shot right there.
125.6 for Froggy 237. Las Vegas approach Froggy 237, 17,500 feet.
Foggy 237, Las Vegas approach altimeter 29.9. Continue to contact as planned. Foggy 237, contact
All
Los
right.
Angeles Center on 124.625.
It's time to go have some more fun.
Going to 124.625 Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237, 17,800 feet.
Froggy 237, Los Angeles Center altimeter 29.9. Continue to Custad as planned.
All right, we ready for this? Everybody ready for this fun? Let me get my...
Froggy 237, contact Nellis approach on 118.125.
No, we're not landing at Nellis just yet. We'll contact them soon enough. Don't you worry.
125 Froggy 237. Nellis approach Froggy 237, 17,500 feet.
Froggy 237, Nellis approach altimeter 29.9. Continue to Custad
All right,
as planned.
let's go do this.
Froggy 237, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.625. Good day.
Going to 124.625 Froggy 237. Los Angeles Center Froggy 237, 17,300 feet.
Froggy 237,
Not
Los
for
Angeles
long.
Center altimeter 29.9. Continue to Custad
Now,
as
what
planned.
we're getting ready to do is
Froggy 237,
very
contact
much
Las Vegas
against a
approach on
whole ton of
125.6.
laws, I'm sure.
Good day.
We're going to do it because...
Going to
just because.
125.6 Froggy 237. Las Vegas approach Froggy 237, 16,200 feet.
Froggy 237, Las Vegas approach altimeter 29.9. Continue to Custad as planned.
I love when the wings
Las
swing
Vegas
back.
approach Froggy 237.
That's some
Request
awesome
clearance
stuff right
to
there.
transition Bravo airspace.
Froggy 237, Las Vegas approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Oh, you shouldn't have cleared
Cleared
me.
through Bravo
Well, we
airspace,
wouldn't never
Froggy
gotten
237.
clearance. Unless we were landing. You know, honest. Everybody say hello to Las Vegas. Here we go, folks. Ugh. It's a New Year flyby, should be fine. Alright, now real quick, well, you know what we're going to fly over real quick is the new, right there in front of us, the brand new Raiders Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, formerly known as the Los Angeles Raiders, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders. There's their new stadium right there. Let's do that one more again. Here. I think we would have blown out a lot of windows if we went flying through there at 537 knots. Oh, here, coming up, there's a bunch of hotels. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you all the names right off the top of my head. Although, right... There is a... oh, this is the... Oh, I think we missed it already. Oh, there goes the Wynn Hotel. That does have a Ferrari dealership, courtesy of Roger Penske. That is the Stratosphere. Whew. Boy, we nearly clipped the Stratosphere, huh? I think at the top of the Stratosphere there is a roller coaster, actually. That may be much more fun than this. So yeah, the Wynn Hotel. It has a... Penske built, or Penske has a, Roger Penske has a Ferrari dealership there at the Wynn Hotel. I think it's still there. And then, real quick, we'll come back around here and then we'll climb out and call in for a landing. That's the Luxor Hotel, the Pyramid Hotel right there. There you are. There's a trip of Las Vegas. Courtesy the F-14 Tomcat, yours truly. Yeah, there's the new. Now, real quick, we'll talk about this as well. Right there, right near where the stadium is, that part right there, that's what they can bring the field out from inside the stadium for maintenance and all that right there. Or they can bring it out if they want to hold a concert or whatever. They just need the field out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. There you are, folks. Las Vegas. So that's the main strip, and then over here is essentially off the strip casinos and hotels and whatnot. Yep, there's the stratosphere. I believe it's got a I think it still has a roller coaster up top there. Alright. There you go. There's your New Year's fun, folks. Alright, let's let this settle for just a moment. It's probably going to nose over here very quickly. It is.
Nellis Tower, Froggy 2377 miles southeast, 12,000.
Ah, thank you, Mick. I think that might be the first time I've ever seen Sue use the capitals. Wow!
Enter right traffic runway 21 left, Froggy 237.
Alright, let's have a look here. There you go. That's all you get for $5. Oh, that's okay. I was just kidding, Sue. You don't have to apologize. I was just saying I think that's the first time. You don't have to apologize. It's fine. If it was excessive, then we'd have a problem. But then I'd let Nick sort you out. I'm sure he'd love nothing more than to give you a timeout. No, you're fine. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Ooh. Always fun. I love flying this plane more than of the military jets we fly. Although the MB-339 isn't too terribly bad either, but do enjoy this one. I think Sue might, or I think Bex might have had to run for the loo. Bex, let us know you're okay. Well, yeah, because there's no way, like over Death Valley, you could probably get away with going supersonic and hitting Mach 2 or Mach 1 even. Because it's generally a fairly unpopulated area. You're going to be going so fast that it's not going to... But over Vegas, no, it wouldn't be allowed. Absolutely not. You can't. Now, like when I think I was telling you guys this story before, there is a naval air station up not far, up northern California. Like I think, they would take off from naval air stations there on the west coast and then go inland. But they would. Beck's got her eyes shut. They would go like the lake where my grandparents were. They would go over and they would go. You would hear the sonic boom, but because it's a generally very low populated area, so they could technically get away with it. But over a city, unless it's like, the only way they would be able to do it is if, like, the area was under attack and they had to go supersonic to get somewhere very quickly to deal with a threat or something. But yeah, generally it's not allowed over. There are rules, like that's why we couldn't go supersonic over San Francisco when I tried it before. But I'm surprised we did. Well, we didn't. If we were up higher and then like if we got up to about 40,000 feet and then nosed over, then we would have been able to do it. We could probably do it out here because we're far enough away from the city, from Las Vegas, that it wouldn't, and of course the Air Force folks there at Nellis would probably love it if it happened. But yeah. And get our gear down now so that we have that all taken care of. But yeah, I figured that would be a fun way to ring in the new year. Tomorrow, back on the trains. Peninsula Corridor. Local all-stop service from San Francisco to San Jose. It'll be an evening service. So we'll have some nice evening lights there. Bay Area. Now, my friend who was, when I was kind of practicing over Vegas in the Cessna 152, and I said, oh, I think I could probably fly underneath that Eiffel Tower there. And he's like, no, you can't. I said, if there's a will, there's a way. If I could find even a smidge of room through there, I will do it. So, yeah. But I don't think, because it's built up on something, and in the corner of the hotel, there's no like real clear sort of path in and out like there is in the real one in Paris there. So. We'll have a nice landing here, and we'll pop the canopy open so everybody can empty their sick bags on the runway. Get a little fresh air, fresh desert air. Of course, it's still... it's not even 5:30 in the morning there in Las Vegas. It's still dark there. Most people are probably still asleep, hungover. They're probably just now going to bed. That'd be my guess. Probably just now going to bed. Well, at least we gave him something to think about this morning. I don't know if you can see the... Sorry, was sorting food. What'd I miss? Oh, Bex, come on now. Yeah, you were sorting food all right. Uh-huh. Yep, I bet you were. That's right, you're having the roast today, aren't you? For New Year's Day dinner. Hopefully you have a good time with family. Don't forget to send Mick a bit of the roast. Since he's your favorite.
Cleared to land runway 21 left.
Cleared to land runway 21 left, Froggy 237.
Alright. We got our landing clearance. Nice roast. I made pork loin last night for dinner. That was really good. Had my little spicy mustard with it. Because ketchup and pork loin do not go together, whatever Bex might say. Of course he is on here. Oh, oh well, now the truth comes out. You only love Mick when he's in the stream, but in real life, that might be a different story. Is that what you're saying? Hey, that looks like the Vegas Speedway right there. Which I don't think is being used anymore. That is! There's the NASCAR circuit. I think there's even a drag strip right there. Look at that. I didn't know that's where it was. Huh. Check that out. Well, now we saw something new today. Huh. I didn't know that was here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I figured as much, Mick. But you know, Bex probably has a different criteria for you on and off the stream. Ooh. Oh, crap. Wow. Well, that kind of felt like a brick. Ooh, that was not a smooth landing, but... Well, we're on the ground, kinda. Alright. Yeah, that was not a solid landing. Look at the but hey, we're on the ground. That's all that matters. Yep. Well, we made it. I thought for sure we were going to crash, but we made it. It'd be just my luck. We did all that and didn't hit any mountains or anything, and then we landed and then we totally screwed that up. But we made it. Let's see. Where shall we go? I think we're going to turn to the... I'm going to turn right here.
Nellis ground, Froggy 237 taxi to parking.
Froggy 237 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 21 right Alpha.
Taxi to
go.
fuel Froggy 237.
Fuel pad? What? Boy, is that what they think of me? That's not parking, that's the fuel pad. Yeah, I think I cut the throttles a little too early, Mick, and it just... I tried to pull back up to kind of flare it, but it was like, it just dropped. But we made it. All right. Yep, exactly, Sue. Exactly. That's all that matters. I'm just surprised that the... Well, I mean, they're used... I mean, when you hit the carrier, you're still... That's pretty hard. So, and you got to stay on power, because if you have to go back around, you know, if you miss the cable, you got to go back around. So, yeah, that's a pretty violent landing. So... Yeah. But we're here. Yeah, 2 hours. Not too shabby. It was fun starting the plane up and taxiing out for takeoff. I really enjoyed that part. I have to admit, it gave me the heebie-jeebies in a good way. As I like to say, it gave me the tingles in the nether regions. When you can start up a plane like this, I tell you, it is quite... It feels good. Especially being a fan of this plane. In a simulator, to be able to start it up and taxi out is quite a wonderful feeling. But I don't mind the tingles into the nether regions. Ground crew. Yeah, it's like I got to the gas station or something. Now check this out. Should work. Bingo, there's our little crew ladder. Let's have a look real quick up close again before we end the flight. Now that we're on the ground nice and safe. Look at that. So the backseater, he's got the radar back there. You can kind of see. Oh wow, it changed. So yeah, it looks like that. That's weird because it kind of like that's strange. No, that's funny because they don't look the same, do they? Oh, now they do. Okay. Kinda. Not really. Interesting. There we are. There's the little ladder for the crew to come off the aircraft there. There we are. Oops. So we just got to turn the battery off. Good. And the avionics. There we go. Ah, only 47 minutes. What? Really? Only 47 minutes? That was it? Oh, come on. We had to have done at least more than that. Should have been like an hour 20. All the turning and burning. But I guess we were going pretty quick too. So anyway, that is definitely going to be it for today, folks. I do appreciate everybody coming in today. Appreciate you. Hopefully it's going to be a good new year for everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Peninsula Corridor. We'll kick off our Sunday stream, and then we'll go head over to New Zealand for the for some flying in the Stearman. We're going to do a little bit of sightseeing there. No aerobatics or anything like that, I can assure you. So you don't have to worry about bringing the sick bag. We'll have some nice scenery. We're going to check out the glaciers there in New Zealand. I didn't know they had glaciers in New Zealand. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your first day of 2022. Enjoy your Saturday. And I will see you all later. Peace. Live long and prosper.